The month I turned 21 years old, I made $112,600. And there are three big things that I learned from building up a business to that point and experiencing that at that young age that really changed my life, and I think have provided a lot of value to me and to the people I've shared with, and so I want to share that with you today, okay? Number one is believe in yourself even when others don't believe in you. Now, I understand this is a very generic thing. It's like believe in yourself. It's like wishy-washy, and I hate stuff like that. But I want to actually share a quick story. So when I started this particular company, I was living at home with my parents, right? And I was like maybe 19 when I started this company. The first 6 months of the company, we didn't make any money. In fact, like we just kept getting rejected by every customer that would come in. They were like, no, we don't want this, we don't want this, we don't want this, right? And long story short, at one point in time, it had gotten so bad that my mom, of course I was telling her what was going on, and she straight up told me, Spencer, this is not going to work, right? Like, you're not gonna make money doing this, like just focus on school, yada, 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 right? And long story short, I didn't listen to her. And I love my mom, love her to death. Love you, Mom, if you're watching this. I believed in myself. Okay, I believed in myself because I knew that the model that I was working on, the business model that I was doing, that could work to make a lot of money for me, but also, create a lot of value for customers, right? So that's number one, is believe in yourself. But number two is almost the opposite of that, which is be logical in believing in yourself, right? Question your beliefs. Because ultimately, right, like in the case I just gave you, I knew, because I'd studied business long enough, that the model I was doing could work, and it could work really well. But if your business model is like, I don't know, some ridiculous, like you're like, I'm gonna start a newspaper company in 2022, right? Like it's probably not gonna work, okay? It's gonna be very, very difficult to do that. So don't just believe in yourself for the sake of believing in yourself. Believe in yourself and have logical reasons to believe in yourself, right? Otherwise it's just senseless hope, basically, that it's gonna work without a real plan. So again, number one, believe in yourself even when others don't, but number two, have logical reasons for that. Question your beliefs. One of my favorite entrepreneurs nowadays, Alex Ramosi, has this quote where he says, we question all the beliefs we have except for the ones that we truly believe because we never think to question them. And so at the end of the day, what does that mean? It means that sometimes we believe things so much, right, that we never think to actually question if we believe them. So hopefully that makes sense. That's the first two things I learned. Now, before I jump into the third one, I want to give you guys an opportunity to win a free course. You guys know we teach people how to make money by giving money away on this channel. And if that sounds like something you're interested in doing, by the way, our top student's making like $5-6 million a year doing that, okay? So it's super scalable. If that sounds like something you're interested in doing, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because on some of these videos, about halfway through the video, I'll drop a link, and the first few people to see that link and fill it out will get a free course. So you gotta be one of the first people to watch the videos, and you gotta watch the videos all the way through. Now, number three, what's the third point? The third point is focus on growing yourself, okay? Focus on growing yourself. So when I first started off in the whole business world, I was 15, 16 years old, I had just broken my ankle, and I was in this very sad place mentally in a lot of ways. And I didn't know anything about business. I literally, like, one of my first business books I read was a book called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. And like the first page, it's like, when you're in a bear market, da da da, and I didn't know what a bear market was. So I like highlighted it, Googled bear market, it was like, oh, market is going down. Okay, cool, wrote that down. And then it was like, this is contradictory to a bull market. And I was like, well, I don't know what that means either. So I searched that, and that was how I read all my books. I just didn't know anything. And so I had extreme focus on growing myself, on getting better, right? And most importantly, on continuing to learn and to improve on a daily basis. And that's the key thing, is you have to continue to learn and improve, because if you don't, you're never going to become the person that can provide the amount of value. Business and making money is simply a transaction of value. So what does that mean? Let's say I want to make $10,000 a month. I am asking the market to give me $10,000 worth of financial value, because money, cash, is simply a storage of value. It's a way to capture value. I'm asking the market, I'm like, hey, I want to make $10,000 worth of value per month. Well, in order to do that, you can't just provide $10,000 worth of value per month. You have to provide way more than that. You have to be able to provide $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 per month to the market in value in return, because you're never going to get paid exactly equal to the amount of value that you create. It's always less than. In fact, I say that the greatest entrepreneurs, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all those guys, they only really collect about 1% to 2% of the value that they put out. So you think about Elon Musk being worth $200 billion, that means he's put out $10 trillion worth of value into the marketplace. So with that being said, in order to do that, you have to become valuable yourself. In order to do that, you have to grow, right? You have to focus on self-improvement, consistently learning, etc., etc. So with that being said, hopefully that makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, again, subscribe, hit the notification bell to watch our next one and potentially win a free course. And with that being said, I will see you on the next video.